All right, folks, we got a heavy one incoming. Probably saw it from the title. Joyner Lucas, I'm Not Racist. This is one hell of a powerful song. If you haven't heard it, I'll be shocked that you came across my measly little channel without it. But hey, there are some folks out there who haven't, and this is the kind of thing that I think everybody should hear. Me personally, I'm pretty passionate about social issues, whether it's homelessness or poverty or racism. That shit means a lot to me. I grew up in poverty. I feel like all of us in the lower classes just get pushed around by the people at the very top. And I think racism is just an offshoot of that. The difference is people who aren't elites buy into the bullshit and they make other people's lives a living hell because they believe nonsense. And this, like I said, it's a very powerful video, great song. I probably only maybe watched it 4 or 5 times in the 6 or so years that I've known about it, because it's one of those things that just kind of hurts your heart. It hurts your heart that shit is like this. But Joyner does such a great fucking job. Like, I put this up there with Childish Gambino's This Is America. I did a reaction to that, but it was blocked in every damn country and nobody would have ever seen it. So you won't see that. Hopefully I'll be able to post this one, but I will be stopping it a lot. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to put my 2 cents in. So if you don't want to see this dumb pasty mouth talking, go find the original video, check it out. I'll still love you either way. No big deal. I just want to get people familiar with badass tunes like this, because this is more than just a song. This is really a snapshot of the reality that we live in right now. So when certain things get brought up, I'm going to have an opinion. This is a reaction channel. You have been warned. I love you for being here. I really hope you listen to it all. But if you decide to dip out and go check out the original, that's cool. No love lost, y'all. So let's jump into this. And I will just say, I'm pretty sure, not 100%, but I'm pretty sure Joyner Lucas does both parts. I'm pretty sure Joyner Lucas plays the white guy and the black guy. Something to be said, because the white guy certainly does say some shit that is not acceptable, you know, around most non-ignorant people. So let's do it. Joyner Lucas, I'm Not Racist.
With all due respect, I don't have pity for you black niggas. That's the way I feel. Screaming Black Lives Matter, all the black guys rather be deadbeats than pay your bills. Yelling nigga this and nigga that. Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad. As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react and wanna swing at me and call me racist cause I ain't black. Well, pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then. Like you was on the plantation getting down back then. Alright, look. I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living off free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still trying to sell them for some weed and some liquor or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road cause you ain't got no fucking goals? You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight. Wait. It's like you proud to be fake, but you lazy as fuck. And you rather sell.
Dude, it's still hard. I've seen this numerous times. It's still hard to see a white guy talk like this. And I know that he's just an actor and it's Joyner's voice, but dude, it like gives me chills in a sick way to see it, you know? Jeez. It's fucking rough, but I do like the stuff that this dude says back to him. And it really ends on a good note, I think. Let's hit it.
Drugs and get a job and be straight, and then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face. You can't escape problems. You can pray for some change, but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. They fucked the world with a Make America Great condom. My voice been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black. I'm not racist. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black. My head's in the cloud. Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist. And I never lied, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, studied the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god. Oh my God. And all you care about is rapping and stunting and being ratchet, and that's the nigga within you. Music right in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids listen and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the menu, blame it on those drinks, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on white privileges, blame it on white kids, and just blame it on white citizens. Aim at the vice president. Bunch of class clowns. Niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down. How dare you try to make demands for this money? You gon' show us some respect, you gon' stand for this country, nigga. I'm not racist. I'm just prepared for this.
Dude, I can't handle that hard R, man. Fucking grew up around people that
type of war.
Say shit like that, dude, and I got myself out of that, and it just fucking, ugh. It's one thing to hear a black person say it, but they don't fucking roll with that hard R. For some reason, dude, it makes it so much worse.
Or I heard Eminem's rap at the awards. Who's he fighting for? Y'all can take that motherfucker too. He ain't white no more. It's like you want to be so famous. You'll do anything for attention and a little payment. I can't take you nowhere without people pointing fingers. Pants hanging off your ass. You ain't got no home training. Put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on. Take that do-rag off. Take that goat out your mouth. Quit the pitiful stuff. And then maybe police and stop killing you fucks. What the fuck? I'm not racist. It's like we're living in the same building but split into 2 floors. I'm not racist. But there's 2 sides to every story. I wish that I knew yours.
You know, here's the thing about it. You know, a lot of people watch this video and they'll be like, oh, black guy got him. It's like, yeah, he did. But Joyner did a great job of sort of encompassing that right-wing perspective. Like, that's a bunch of right-wing talking points, man. Personally, people are brought up in a certain culture that you can't help where you're born into. You can't help being born who you are, right? So a lot of who you are comes from the environment you grew up in. If you grow up in the projects, no matter what race you are, you're going to grow up rough. And you're going to grow up doing certain things that people that were born in the suburbs or like a gated community aren't going to do. It's not because there's anything wrong with genetics. It's because you were raised different. You were raised in a place where there were no jobs, where everybody's scratching and scrambling to survive. Like I can connect with that way more than that gated community shit. And I know looking like this, like I've benefited from racism. I have. Not like some people have, because, you know, I've always been broke. You know, I've had a lot of struggles in my life. But I worked at a construction company where they hired something like 5 or 6 black folks over like a 2-month period. And within 6 months, they were all gone. Because there were so many racist white guys on the job that they just couldn't handle it. They're like, I need to get the fuck out of here, man. These people are making it miserable for me to work here. And 2 of them actually sued the company. And in my opinion, you know, out of those 6 people, 4 of them were probably in the right. There were 2 guys who were like fucking assholes, didn't give a shit, and deserved to lose their jobs, not because they're black, just because they were shitty workers. The other 4 guys were good workers, but they had to work in an environment that was hostile. And so a couple of them actually sued the company. And one of the guys, I think it was like the field superintendent, man, he basically said to me, he said, I am not going to hire another black guy again. He straight up said that. Now think of this. Think of how many white people or even Hispanic people had been hired by that company and fired because they weren't worth shit. Dozens, if not hundreds. Never once did they say, I'm not hiring any white folks again. I'm not hiring any more Hispanic people again. Never did they say that. But as soon as a few black folks got there and they had to get rid of them, they were like, I'm done. Fucked up, man. Because that just means 100 or more other people that applied to that job didn't get it. They didn't even get a fucking shot. So in that regard, yeah, man, I've benefited from racism because nobody's told me, well, we hired a bunch of white folks and they weren't worth shit, so we're not hiring you. That never happened to me. And it happens to black people all the fucking time. And it's bullshit. You can never judge an entire race of people based on one person's actions or even a dozen person's actions or 100 people. Like, it's not like that. But I feel like black people are the first ones that get swept under the rug like that. Like, no, we tried, we're done. And who knows how many years that went on. I went on to a different job 2 years later. It might still be going on today. I don't know. But man, that societal racism shit is real as fuck. And we need to figure out a way. I don't know if I should say the word, but dude, for real, reparations, man. And here's what people don't understand is if black people were to get reparations, it would boost the economy that to such a point that we would all be making more money. It would be great for all of us, just like how immigration is great for all of us. Having a melting pot country is great for all of us. I'll quit blabbing. Probably do it again later, but I'll give it a break.
I wish that I knew yours. I'm not racist. I swear. With all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at. Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that? And
that is brilliant right there. People like, I say all lives matter. What's wrong with that? It's like, yes, all lives matter. They do. But the reason Black Lives Matter exists is because we've always come from a state of mind where white people's lives matter. We've always acted that way. What we haven't done is acted as though Black Lives Matter. That's the point. So to say all lives matter is like a disrespect to the Black Lives Matter movement. And maybe there could have been a different name. Maybe they could have gone about it a different way. But this shit just kind of popped up out of nowhere, and it is what it is. But, you know, if there's people like, why do they get mad when I say all lives matter? They do. And it's like, yes, of course all lives matter. But there are some people where we've always said that their lives matter, and there are some people that we've always said it doesn't matter. And maybe it's just my opinion, but I feel like that's the argument there, and the way he fucking coined that phrase is brilliant.
That's one war you'll never win. The power in the word nigga is a different sin. We shouldn't say it, but we do. It's just what it is. But mean that you say it just because you got nigga friends. Nigga. That word was originated for you to keep us under. And when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other. And when you use it, we know there's a double meaning under. And even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not infected by the history. My grandmama was a slave. That shit gets to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga. I'm sorry, you can never feel my life. Trying to have faith, but I never felt alright. It's hard to elevate when this country's ran by whites, judging me by my skin color and my blackness. Trying to find a job, but ain't nobody call me back yet. Now I gotta sell drugs and put food in my cabinet. You crackers ain't slick, this is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about no motherfucking taxes when I ain't making no dough. You think you know everything, but you don't. You wanna copy our slang and everything that we know. Try to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa. Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start shit. I'm tired of this systematic racism bullshit. All you do is false shit, just the shit that I'm false with. And you don't know shit about my people, that's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken or no barbecue. You don't know about the two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 chains or no Kool-Aid. You don't know. And even though Barack was half as black, you hated President Obama. I know that's a fact. You couldn't wait to get him out and put a cracker back. And then you gave us Donald Trump, and that was payback for that. I'm not racist. I never lied, but I noticed a disconnect between your culture and mine. Yeah, I praised Tupac like he was a fucking god. He was fighting for his life way before he fucking died. Nigga, die, nigga. And all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracking within you. Hatred all in your brain that slowly start to convince you. Then you teach it to your children until the cycle continue. Blame it on Puerto Rico, blame it on OJ, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on black niggas and blame it on black citizens. Aim at the black businesses. I ain't saying I'm innocent, but I might be any day now. Treating everybody how you want in any way how. I swear North Korea about to bomb us any day now. And now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now. Shit. You know I make a lot of sense, but you just can't admit it. When Eminem went against Trump, that was the illest. Cause even though he's white, he let us know he's standing with us. I'm not racist, but I cry a lot. You don't know what it's like to be in a frying pot. You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops. And I know if you about to die or not. You worry about your life, so you take mine. I love you, but I fucking hate you at the same time. I wish we could trade shoes so we could change lives so we can understand each other more, but that'll take time. I'm not racist. It's like we living in the same building but split into both sides. I'm not racist. But there's 2 sides to every story, and now you know mine. Can't erase the scars with a bandage. I'm hoping maybe we can come to an understanding. Agree to disagree, we can have an understanding. I'm not racist.
Man. Man, I wish those little fucking rectangles didn't pop up, dude. I don't want to hear that or read that. Anywho, man, that's one hell of a powerful song, powerful video. I mean, I know I'm not the right person to go ahead and, react to that, dude, but it makes me feel too. It brings a lot up to the surface that, obviously I'll never know what it's like to be a black person in America. I get it. I understand that. Like another thing, like I mentioned the job thing, but there's another thing I noticed just since I've been able to drive a couple decades now. But I might get stuck behind a car that's doing just barely the speed limit, right? I'm a damn speed demon. I got a lead foot. I haul ass everywhere I go. And it happens all the time where I'll be behind somebody that is doing barely a speed limit, and I go around them, and it's a black person. And it's like right there is some proof to me. If you're going 1 over the fucking speed limit, they're going to fucking come down on you. I break the law all the fucking time. I mean, that's part of that privilege. I've gotten away with a lot of shit, for real. Broken the law many times. Been busted quite a few times, but also been let off the hook quite a few times. And if I look different, that just may not have been the case. So thank you to Joyner Lucas for making that shit, dude. That's a fucking masterpiece. I love it, dude. And let me know if y'all feel different. Like, where am I wrong? Explain it to me. I'm here to learn. It's all I've ever wanted to do. Just learn, be less ignorant, get better. Maybe y'all can help me do that. So, hope you enjoyed it. I love y'all. I'll see you next time.